Mike, I gather that you played a key role in the signing of Will Hickey, a player that you obviously identified and have played a key role in bringing him to the Ospreys. What were the things that you recognised that you liked and thought he would be of value to the Ospreys?
Yeah, we're delighted that Will Hickey has come through his trial period with flying colours. It wasn't easy for him. He had to start in the academy program and prove through benchmarking and through his accelerated development that he had the ability to kick on from the academy program and to come through and be seen by the first team coaches and be placed in that environment. He did that superbly. He came into the first team environment. His appetite for learning, his athleticism, his skill level, his capabilities, his all-round capabilities have not disappointed anyone. That's exactly what I'd heard about him from my contacts in Ireland. He went to a very, very good school with an excellent conveyor belt, historical conveyor belt of developing players. And, you know, all the recommendations and testimonials around his ability really rang true. And so much so that Toby Booth, now he's seen a lot of players coming through in his time, was very impressed with this young man, his all-round ability, his skill set, his attitude, and his ability to buy into the culture and to add to the culture as well. So I think all those things marked him out as an outstanding talent. He's a very, very good athlete, and he's a hell of a nice kid. So, you know, we're delighted to announce that he's signed. Now, that's only been possible because of the PPP sponsors, the inaugural sponsors that we've had, that have been able to come in and help create a funding model that allows me to reach out, target talent, and to invite talent into our environment, to be benchmarked, and to be given an opportunity to see if they can progress into a senior Ospreys contract. In Will's particular case, we're also linking it to our links to Swansea University. Now, Will has done 1 year in university, in UCD, University College Dublin, but he's now been accepted for an engineering course in Swansea University. So, going back to some of my earlier messages and narrative around how important it is to link education to rugby and rugby program and rugby training, we are delighted, particularly in Whittle's case, that not only has he progressed to a senior contract with the Ospreys, but he's also progressed educationally and linked up with Swansea University. So we're delighted with that, and we want to thank Swansea University as well for their great work in accommodating Will and helping him to transfer his course, and also to to the inaugural PPP sponsors as well, who've helped me to create this trial opportunity for Will.
The Ospreys have made a commitment to homegrown players. You know, you've talked about the emotional attachment that it needed. Mike, Toby has done the same thing. Obviously, Will is coming from outside, but I presume that shows what a special talent he is, or the potential special talent.
Yeah, look, it's, you know, if you look at the cake, if you like, and we slice up the cake, we really want a huge percentage of that cake to be homegrown talent. We want it to have that emotional attachment. We want it to be part of the region and from our region, and we think that's really, really important. And if you look at the players that have come into the first team so far, you know, that stands out a mile. People like Josh Thomas, people like Will Griffiths, people like Joe Hawkins have all come through the academy program, and so that's working. We know that's working. From time to time, there will be players outside of the program. Some will be Welsh qualified, whether through our global reach, so we'll be able to attract in. With our new PPP funding model, we'll be able to offer those players trial periods. If they benchmark to a level where they show us that they give us something of added value in all sorts of areas, but particularly with their rugby ability, and particularly if it's in a position where we need more depth, then we are prepared to go outside of our regional route to attract that talent into the Ospreys. Now, you have to bear in mind, ultimately, we're still a very small rugby nation, and you know, if you look at all the best rugby models in the world, from time to time they attract talent in from the outside as well. So what we are trying to do, I think, and particularly in Will's case, he's such a young man that we're hoping that he become time served and that he could eventually play for Wales as well. And you know, at such a young age, I know he already feels very, very attached to the region. He loves the coaching group. He loves the environment. He's learning so much. and he's told me he loves Swansea as well. So training in around Swansea and Neath and the region, he hasn't had a chance to go too much further at the moment, but he tells me he loves it. So those are the right sort of things that we want to hear if we do bring someone in from the outside.